liking my shirt. Anybody else like my shirt? I know, yes, it's so good. I got matching underwear. No, we'll move on to the animal thing. It's sometime in the 1970s, I don't remember, because I'm really old and I forget shit, so it's long time. And I was young-ish, and I thought I was really sort of like together and hot. And I was actually a lot slimmer, and was sort of like walking on, going to a party. I caught the bus, and it's in North London. Now, if you know West Philly, which some of you may do, that's like an inner city, but this part of North London was an inner city. We're talking about nice ghettos, and then it goes down from there. And I lived in one of the nice ghettos, and I was going out to one of the nasty ones. There were some nasty ones on the way. But I was young, and I was cool, and I was like hot, I thought. You know, clearly I wasn't. Everybody who thinks they're hot is a dipstick. I go to the party, I bring my beer, my cheap beer, I drink it all, I drink somebody else's. That's the kind of idiot I am. And I'm walking home. There's no bus now, because it's late. And I'm in a part of the ghetto in the city, London, that I'm not entirely sure about. And of course I'm dressed as a rat. But I'm young, and I'm hot. And I'm from North London, and in North London they don't sound like this, which is like all British and cool. It took me years to learn to speak like this. Then, oh, you're that, I was an animal, basically. Well, that's not the animal bit, that was just a mention. There's a young git, and they're all animals. So I'm walking home, no bus, I'm still walking along, I'm a bit more comfortable. Alongside me pulls this car. It was a small, cheap, really beaten up old car, as you would expect, in one of the woods of it. And it's young. Well, I'm not sure if he was young. Now I would say he was young, but then he looked like, I don't know, very, very short, not quite a dwarf, because I think there are height requirements and everything. But he put it in, and he was sitting in the car, sort of like a thing in the car. And he had some breathing problems, I think, so there was this sort of noise coming from him. And he was like cruising along next to me, and I thought, what? Sort of like going like this, all hard. And he went, where are you going? And I didn't quite understand it. I understood him say, where are you going? And it turned out he was from Jamaica. And he cared for my plight, a young man who thought he was cool and hot, or clean drunk, walking around in a ghetto area, which wasn't for young white boys from my ghetto, but was more for black, Jamaican and other people. So he was caring for me, looking out for me. But it was a kind of weird thing, because there was this little, very pig-like person who was porky. I mean, he was a real porker. Now, I'm a bit of a porker now. But he'd made a career of it. He obviously started early and said, I'm going to be rotund. And I don't care. And he'd done very well. He had a breathing problem going on. And at some point, somebody had dropped him on his head, but on his face, which wasn't right. But, you know, that happens. You know, it happens to you. So I'm looking over, and this is what I see. And I'm next to me going, you're really okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be fine. I should go. So he goes away, because obviously I'm giving over, I suppose the vibe you might call it, of fight. That's the vibe I'm giving out, because I'm a young, hot, hard white guy. He comes back after I've been walking for 3/4 of a mile down a road I'm not entirely sure where I am, up and down gutters, because I'm not entirely sure about keeping straight and then working on the fist. And he comes back and I hear the sound of the car, and then I hear the breathing thing going on, which is louder than the car, which is a worry. And he says, you're not going to be safe here. And I said, what do you mean? I'm not going to be safe. So he persuades me that he will look after he'll give me a ride, I'll be okay. Now why I didn't say, all right, give me a ride home, I don't know. I was pissed, I was stupid, I was young. So I get in the car and he says, me give you a place to sleep. You'll be all right. In the morning, I give you something warm, it'll be okay. So I was like, all right then, mate. We go back to his place. And I thought, this is really nice bloke. He's a lovely bloke. I don't know why he's doing this is great. And we opened the door, and the door was up against the bed. Because his room is right there, and the bed's right there, and the room is maybe 6'6", and the bed is 6 foot by 6 foot. So, still and all, drunk, stupid, hard, thought I knew it all, I took him up on his offer to lie down and have a sleep. By now I was completely drunk, and I woke up. I don't know how long later, 40 minutes, maybe an hour. And what do I hear? Well, first of all I hear the bed shaking, like it's an earthquake or something like that. And the next thing I hear is this big, grunting animal in the room. With the bed shaking and fighting out my life. And it's my mate, whose name I never found out, masturbating furiously over my young, part-white, hard body, nearly cleared himself choking to death because he could barely breathe in his excitement.